Hi, welcome back to the Pilot Mike channel. I've gone and bought the Orbx scenery and wow, it is absolutely fantastic. It is so good. I wanted to make this video to show you just how good it is compared to the Ortho4XP scenery, and also to give you an idea of how well it runs on a mid-level system. And I'm pleased to say it actually runs absolutely fantastic. It's actually better, if anything, than the Ortho4XP scenery. Well, on the left hand side you've got the Orbx, and on the right hand side you've got Ortho4XP. At the top we're taking off and flying over the Lake District, and from the bottom we are taking off from Leeds, Bradford, and flying over Leeds. So I've tried to keep the flight quite similar, so you can have a look for yourself to see how the two compare. The big differences that I've noticed is, as well as the Orbx scenery looking a lot more realistic, especially at lower levels, and I think that's partly because they've blended in the overlays. So the things like roads and rivers, they're still there, but they blend in into the scenery, so they look a lot more realistic. Whereas on the Ortho4XP version, that's just an overlay, and that tends to make things look cartoony. Also, the buildings on Ortho4XP that I'm using just don't look as natural as what they do on the Orbx. So obviously the company at Orbx has spent a lot of time to try and make sure that the buildings and the trees and everything are true to how they would be on the scenery. Ortho4XP, as I'm running it, seems to have slightly fewer frame rates. I don't think it's anything to do with the scenery. I do think it's to do with the amount of buildings that are rendered. And Orbx is designed to be a lot more efficient. So I am actually seeing a good few extra frames with the Orbx scenery. From high up, both of them look really good. From low level, I think Orbx just absolutely stands out. Ortho4XP still looks good, but nowhere near as good as Orbx. So I have downloaded and I own the Central England Orbx scenery, so that includes Manchester, Liverpool, Leeds, and the Lake District and Hull. So if you want to see a comparison between the Ortho4XP and Orbx for any of those cities or anywhere within that region, just leave a comment underneath this video and I'm happy to do that. I have the ability to run both of these sceneries on the exact same system, and I can set up the settings as I have done in this video with the exact same settings for the flight, to give you an idea of performance, frame rates, and how the two sceneries compare. Just a little bit about the system I'm running. It's not the most powerful in the world. It's actually a Mac 3.6 GHz with the Core i7, 16 gigs of RAM, and a Radeon Pro 560 with 4 gigs graphics card. Thanks for watching. I hope this has been useful. If you want to see more videos like this, just leave a comment underneath the video and I will do more comparisons between Ortho4XP and Orbx. If you want to learn more about the Vulcan Bomber, which is featured in this video, then click the video in the description, because I did a simulator experience on the world's only Vulcan Bomber simulator, and there's quite an interesting story about the Vulcan Bomber in that. Thanks for watching. Till next time, I'm Pilot Mike.